Here's the RavPower 30,000 milliamp power bank. Got it on Amazon, and I decided to purchase it mainly because of the fact that I wanted to get it for my ASUS ROG Phone 5 that'll be releasing later this year in the US. So yeah, because it has the 90 watt port right here, it was really an afterthought to really use it for my ASUS ROG Phone 3, but it does charge this fast. This one has 30 watt charging, and the ASUS ROG Phone 5 65 watt fast charging. The USB-C port with power delivery 3.0, which this does have. It was about $68 when I first got it. It had like some kind of promo. It was $12 off for the white one, and for the black one it was $10 off. I got the white one. It came with a USB-C cable. I'm gonna show you that real quick. Here's a USB-C to C cable. It also came with the usual paperwork such as the manual and warranty and different things like that. Yeah, this USB-C cable, well, USB-C to C, because sometimes they say USB-C cable and then it has a USB-A end. It's actually a really high quality one. I really love it. It actually charges your smartphone or whatever device you got up to 5 amps. This is a really good premium USB-C cable. It's not one of those little cheap ones they give you that short, and that is not really good for charging. So here it is right here. It has 2 ports. Hopefully you'll be able to see this. I might have to take a picture and insert it. But yeah, you can see it pretty good. So that is the iSmart port with the USB-A. It charges up to 18 watts with this port. This is RavPower's exclusive intelligent fast charging technology. And then you have the power delivery port right here that charges up to 90 watts. If you charge it simultaneously, it'll be 18 watts here and 65 watts. But if you just use the power delivery port by itself, it will be exactly 90 watts. So then right here you have the indicator lights that tell you how much of a charge that it currently has. I don't know why this thing is like out of focus. But the first one is 0 to 25%. The second one is 25 to 50%. The third one is 50 to 75%. And the last one is 75 to 100%. Press the button right here. It'll have the indicator lights on. It tells you about the charge, how much charge it has. You do not need to press this in order to charge your smartphone or any device that you have. It just charges by you just putting your cable into the ports and then plug it into your smartphone. As far as the design of the RavPower 30,000 milliamp power bank, it's roughly about, I want to say it's about 3/4 of an inch shorter in length. In height, it's about, I would say about a 1/2 of an inch shorter. And in width, is roughly about 2 times, I want to say 2 times, maybe 1 3/4 times, as wide as a Nintendo Switch without the Joy-Cons attached to it. And it has this rectangular curved edges design. For me, it's really light in the hand. I mean, I do have big hands, whatever, but it's really light in the hand and has this white and gray color scheme. So it looks really nice to me. I think it does look really premium, and it's definitely an upgrade from their usual power banks that tend to be really long and really big. So yeah, it's a nice design. Looks really premium. iSmart technology by RavPower, and this uses power delivery. If you use it simultaneously, this charges at 65 watts and this charges at 18. If you use just the USB-C power delivery port, it charges at 90 watts. So I'm going to charge my ASUS ROG Phone 3 that charges at 30 watts. The USB-C power delivery is 3.0, and any high watt, from what I understand, any high watt charging is backwards compatible. So just because it's 90 watts does not mean that they cannot charge a 30 watt smartphone or a 65 watt device. In other news, what that means is that just because the USB-C power delivery port at 90 watts exceeds the capacity of smartphones or any other devices, but smartphones such as like the ASUS ROG Phone 3 that I have that charges at 30 watts, or some of the newer iPhones that charges at 20 watts, or even the ASUS ROG Phone 5 that I'm trying to get that charges at 65 watts. It does not mean that it cannot charge it efficiently or charge it all. It just means that it covers the range from 0 watts to 90 watts. So anything in that range, it will charge fast and efficiently. And if I didn't say it before at the beginning of the video, I got this actually to charge my ASUS ROG Phone 5 that I plan on getting at the end of the year. But anyway, let's get to the charging. So I have AccuBattery Pro. It tells you the charging speed and discharge and battery health of your smartphone. That's what I use to be able to test out the speeds. I did have a USB-C, those little meter things, but I lost it. So, but this has been very reliable. So, plug in the USB-C cable, which actually comes with the power bank, to smartphone, and let's see how fast it charges. Zoom in a little bit.
Can you hear me? You can hear me. You can hear me. I know you can hear me. Can you hear me?
So as you can see, it's getting up to about 3.9 amps of speed. It charges really fast. This power bank can charge up to 4.5 amps at 20 volts. I really don't understand too much of the voltage and wattage. Well, I do kind of understand the wattage, but sometimes it gets confusing. But just all you need to know is the capacity of the charger. I didn't get a chance to say this earlier, but if you want to know how long it takes to charge my actual ASUS ROG Phone 3 that actually has a 6,000 milliamp battery, it took me 37 minutes to charge it from 13% my bad, 13% to 42%, and the screenshots are showing right here on the screen right now. I'm going to show you how fast it charges when you use both ports simultaneously, the USB-C port, which is power delivery, and the USB-A port, which is RavPower's exclusive iSmart technology. And if you don't know what that technology is,
you can hear me. You can hear me. I know you can hear me. Can you hear me? You can hear me.
Pretty much all companies have it that manufacture wall chargers and power banks. I know Anker has theirs. I can't remember what the name of it is. I know Aukey has it. I think theirs is called like AI Power, whatever. But they pretty much all have it, which pretty much is for like smartphones that don't have some kind of proprietary fast charging technology like Qualcomm Quick Charge. It's mainly kind of for like iPhones and for like other devices such as like music media players and stuff like that, maybe headphones or whatever. But anyway, get into the point. So I'm going to plug the USB-C port that, I said USB-C port, USB-C cable that came with the RavPower power bank into my ASUS ROG Phone 3. And I'm going to plug my cable from my OnePlus 8 into it. And I'm going to use AccuBattery Pro, which I've been using. It's very accurate and tells you how fast your smartphone is charging and a lot of different health information and stuff like that. So let me see, probably zoom in because maybe y'all can't see it that well.
Ready? Okay.
Pretty much you see it got up to 3.8 amps, or you can say 3,800 milliamps on my ASUS ROG Phone 3, and it didn't get that fast on my OnePlus 8. And that's pretty much because OnePlus has their own exclusive proprietary fast charging technology that really doesn't work well with anything else except for it itself, which I don't even remember the name of because they've changed it a couple of times. So nothing else other than OnePlus's own chargers actually charge this fast, so I'm not expecting it to do anything better than what it's doing. But it charged my ASUS ROG Phone 3 as fast as it's supposed to because I used my fast charger that comes with it, and it charged up to 3.8 and 3.9 amps. So yeah, so it's still going to charge your stuff fast regardless. It's just that something like a MacBook or HP laptop or whatever, it won't be able to charge it as fast as it's supposed to, or necessarily charge it fast at all, because it's going to go down from 90 watts to 65 watts because it's using both ports simultaneously. So yeah, but it still charges fast. So yeah, I am going to be showing you all the charging process of the power bank itself. I made sure I depleted all of its battery. As you can see, when it blinks like that, it's dead. So I can show you how fast it charges. RavPower promises that it charges in 2.5 hours. It charges at 60 watts. Hopefully you'll be able to see it. Let's see, where is it stated at? Right there. 60 watt max. Power delivery input. Right there. It comes with this USB-C to C cable. If you don't know that already, from what I can tell from Amazon, which is where the only place you can get it from, you can't get it on their website unless they just put it up like a couple of minutes ago. That's the only place you can get the 30,000 milliamp 90 watt RavPower power bank. They don't necessarily recommend it per se. Like, I don't know if they, because it's not even on the website, but if you go on Amazon, they will kind of try to bundle it with the RavPower 61 watt wall charger. So I had already got this, not knowing that I was going to get this. I didn't even know this was out until I was like, oh, let me get me a power bank for my ASUS ROG Phone 3. So I have that right here with a power delivery port. Uses this GaNTech technology, which I really don't know much about. I think I researched it, but I'm not going to talk about that in the video, but you can see it right there, 61 watts. So anyway, let's get to the point. So I'm going to put it into my power tower right here. And it's on. I'm going to put the USB-C cable right here, and I got a timer on my other phone right here, and I have a timer on my main phone. I said 2.5 hours so I can check it, and I'm going to start the video right now. Okay, so let's start. Okay. I'm going to pause this for a second because I'm actually going to lower the frame rate because I don't want the video to cut out because I got it at 60 frames per second. That's not needed. So I'm going to pause this really quick and take this out and stop that. I'm going to plug it back in and I'm going to start it right back up. Put it in here. Try to do this at the same second. Okay. I just had to lower the frame rate because I didn't want the video to cut out, because I feel like it's going to cut out because it's going to be so much of a big video file that I feel like it was going to cut out. So that's all I did. I don't know if you all see this, but the fourth light is blinking blue. And it's at 1 minute and 45 seconds. You see I'm recording right here off this phone. I'll show you this is real time. But you see it? It's blinking blue. So it definitely seems like it's going to make it in 2.5 hours because it's blinking blue right now. You see, I can zoom in. Try not to mess with that. But you can see at the top, 1 hour, 45 minutes. So it's been 2 hours and 30 minutes. Okay. It actually it stopped charging now. I don't know when it stopped. I'm gonna say it stopped around like 2 hours and probably 41 to 40 minutes. I couldn't have it sideways for y'all to see, but it was around 2:40 because I put my thing on 5 minutes from the last time I checked in, around 2 hours and 37 minutes. So yeah, so it's done charging now. So I say about 2 hours and 40 minutes, which is still pretty good. It's just not the 2.5 hours that RavPower promises. So yeah, it does charge really fast, and it's pretty good, especially considering the fact that it's just one port that it's charging with, because RavPower had a older model that was bigger than this and longer, and it was, I think it was 20,130 or something like that milliamps, and it had two ports. It had a USB-C port and it had a micro USB port, and it charged in 4 to 5 hours. So that's still pretty reasonable. I don't know why I still had that going. But yeah, so there it is. Charges really fast using the USB-C power delivery port. And this is the RavPower 61 watt GaNTech wall charger. I mean, it has power delivery. I think it's 3.0, but that's what you would look it up on Amazon. And I think it might be on RavPower's website, the 61 watt GaNTech wall charger, USB-C wall charger. Yeah. All right. See you in the next part. With the RavPower power bank, I've had a great experience with it. It did charge my ASUS ROG Phone 3 up to about 3.9 amps, and it charged itself with the RavPower 61 watt GaNTech USB-C power delivery wall charger in about 2 hours and 40 minutes. Now, it did not hit the promise that RavPower said, which was supposed to be 2.5 hours, but it was pretty close to it. So yeah, so I hope you enjoyed this review, and yeah, so I see you all in the next video.
If the sun was setting, would you come to me? Tell me all your secrets, you know they safe and free.